Now I was in aerospace with Boeing.
My name is Richard Serrano and I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a network field engineer and I do telecommunications.
My name is Phil Scheib and I am from Alaska. I am retired locomotive engineer.
My name is Leanne Jack and I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm a web designer and a front-end developer.
My name is George Brooks.
My name is Phil Scheib and I am from Alaska.
IT for the last 30 years.
Locomotive engineer.
My name is Leanne Jack and I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm a web designer and a front-end developer.
My name is George
from
Brooks.
Mobile, Alabama.
My name is Phil Scheib and I am from Alaska.
IT for the last 30
retired
years.
locomotive engineer.
My name is Leanne Jack and I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm a web designer and a front-end developer.
My name is George
from
Brooks.
Mobile, Alabama.
My name is Phil Scheib and I am from Alaska.
IT for the last
Community out there, which I found very generous. Everybody was so supportive and welcoming. It just really blew me away.
What makes us so different than other schools is that we're just not your typical school that's just going to teach you how to trade. We're going to go out there and be part of a family, be part of a team. We're looking for traders that we could trade together.
My name is Josh Levitin. I'm from Bethpage, New York, and I'm the senior instructor here at CyberTrainversity University. What makes our on-site class so great, aside from the networking aspect of it all, just having our students meet each other for the first time, is the fact that myself and Fausto are very hands-on with our students in the sense of just being able to literally overlook their shoulder and watch their trade, what they're focused on from their platform.
Some news came out and the thing just popped.
While I can comment on what they should focus on online, they might not be able to understand that as well compared to having us right there in front of them.
I kind of like the idea of not being in front of a computer 8 hours a day because I can't do that. So I kind of like the idea of doing it in the morning and then going to do all the other stuff I need to do.
Everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner. Yeah, it's like it's not worth it.
When I spoke to Fausto on the phone and he interviewed me, the thing he said the hardest thing for me to do would be to unlearn the things that I previously learned. And it turns out that's 100% true. And the stuff that I'm learning from him and from Josh and everybody has really made all the difference in the world in understanding what a day trader is and how it actually works.
Fausto and the staff at CTU University, they're really on top of everything. They give you good trade choices and they keep you alert onto whatever's happening in the market at the time for the day.
Right, so we made a profit. What did I just say earlier? Just take the money and run, because guess what? If you didn't take it, how would you be doing right now? Now you're losing money. You're just trying to make that day's pay. That's all you're looking to do. You got it, you made it. Listen, for every stock, if that kept on going, for everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner.
I don't think you're going to find a better support team in the stock trading business anywhere. That's why I'm here at the platinum level.
You know, a lot of people want to go out there and trade and don't know if it's for them or not. And guess what? That's okay, because it's not. And the thing you have to look at is you have to find a mentor, you have to find a school, you have to sample a couple of things with a couple of schools out there, do a couple of classes, and you make the choice. But don't make the biggest mistake that people make. Go out there and be part of 90%, maybe even higher, of the failure rate in today's industry, because people want to try it before they learn. I mean, would you ever want someone to work on your loved ones that never went to med school? Or how about just giving them finance money to some financial planner that never learned finance? We are no different, but you are on the right path. The right path is you should be doing it on your own. And by doing it on your own, you need a mentor to show you how to do it. And that's what you're going to get here at CyberTrainversity.
All right, welcome everybody. My name is Fausto from CyberTrainversity, and hopefully everybody enjoyed that quick little intro. Basically, you're just watch a couple of our students, gave a little bit of feedback and let you know a little bit about what we're doing here. But let me just get an audio check just to make sure everybody can hear loud and clear, and I'm going to go out there and share my screen in the meantime. All right, perfect. All right, good. Loud and clear. All right, everybody can see my PowerPoint? All right, good. All right, everybody. So today we're going to talk a little bit about is how to supplement an income by trading 3 hours a week. What? 3 hours a week? Are you serious? Is that even possible? Yes, I'll tell you why. I mean, I have to be honest with you. It has been so chaotic here at CyberTrainversity. More and more people are starting to realize after what happened with COVID, who wants to go back to work? I mean, you're hearing about inflation. You're hearing about, everybody, all these jobs that were out there that, the last job report last Friday where they expected about 500,000, only 150 were out there. There's a reason why people are not going back to work, because they're realizing that, like, why do I have to go bust my butt every day, or maybe like give my money to somebody else do it when I could just do it myself, and or I could stay at home? Or actually, what's even better, you're hearing all this catastrophe going on. Why can't I just trade the stock and do what Wall Street does? Well, that's why we're here today, and hopefully I'm going to get every single one of you to be part of our family at CyberTrainversity, and you're going to see why we're the most popular educational school in the past 25 years. So just to let everybody know, just a quick disclosure, just letting you know that there's no guarantees, no promises, no warranties here. I'm strictly doing this for educational purposes, so please just be very careful what you're getting involved in trading. Listen, there's a lot of you out there that want to go out there and do it and think it's easy. It's not, okay? But C2 does not want to be held responsible for any of your trades. Your trades are your trades, and just want to be clarified that right off the bat. Now, what we're going to be learning today is this. I'm going to talk about how to find the best stocks. I'm also going to tell you how to find and compete against the big money. You have to remember, how do these things go up and go down? Buyers and sellers. I'm going to show you how to figure that out within minutes, and you're going to fall off your chair. I'm also going to tell you how to develop a consistent trading plan, which a lot of people like to do, understanding where entries and exit points are, how modern day tape reading, which is what I am. I'm an actual tape reader. You probably read a lot of books about it. I'm going to show you a little bit about that, and I'm going to talk about how to turn trading into a successful business, because this is what it is. This is not gambling. People call it gambling. Yeah. You know what? Go drink and drive. You're gambling. Okay. This is not the casino. It's a job. You just got to know how to play the game. And that's what we're going to talk about. But just to tell you a quick little intro about CyberTrainversity before we get started, because you're probably sitting there, I don't know if anybody here has seen me before, or maybe this is your first time, and you're sitting there and you're like, who is CyberTrainversity? I mean, what makes CyberTrainversity different than anyone else? And not only that, why is CyberTrainversity, how do they make money? Is it education? Is it trading? Like, if you're such a good trader, why do I teach? And I love those questions. The thing is, I can't answer for somebody else, but I can answer for myself. I founded this company back in 1995, and how I became very successful is because I started I was also a very successful loser, because I went out there and traded on my own. And I know a lot of us out there are trading on our own. We think it's easy. We can do it on our own. And you know what? That's fine, until you realize that you don't know how to control loss. So at 22 years old, I mean, how cocky could a 22-year-old get? But I gave up. I said, you know what? I had to stop losing money. And you know how I figured out how to stop losing money? I took a job in trading. I was a prop trader. It means I was proprietary trading someone else's money. And what I learned on the first day on the job, which you're going to learn today, you're going to wish you never made your first trade, because you're going to realize that everything that you've been taught or everything you're doing is the total opposite what you should be doing. How is that possible? You're going to see, because I'm going to show you nothing has changed in today's times than what happened in moving forward. Now, I was a guest speaker many times at NASDAQ, specifically talking about what we're going to talk about today. And that is basically how to use something called the ECNs, NASDAQ Total View, and wait till I show you something called Level 4. Now, the reason why I got into trading in the education business is that I was actually semi-retired at the age of 24. I was a really good trader, and I was a very quick learner. But what happened to me is, like, I didn't like splitting the profits, because I was trading for somebody else, and all my profits was split. So I said, you know what? How do I could keep all the profits for myself? Well, the only way you could become very successful is you have to trade with other traders, okay? And the only way I was able to leave my company to trade for somebody, to do it on my own, is I had to recruit traders, teach them how to trade, the same art of what Wall Street does, and all of us trade together. And that is how CyberTrain University was born. So what I'm looking to do today is I'm looking to recruit traders that I could teach and that we could trade together and make money together. So at the end of this presentation, please don't go anywhere, because I'm going to give you the greatest opportunity that every question, every answer is that you always wanted to know about trading, day trading, swing trading, is going to happen right after this. Now, just to let you know, I got two wonderful families. I've been married for 23 years. My lovely wife, Debbie, Alex, and Max. My second family is my students. We are a family-oriented type of company. So when you're part of CyberTrain University, which you probably experienced already, you see the customer service. You see that we follow up with you. You see that you're talking to the headquarters here in New York. You're not being routed somewhere else, or there's no phone number, there's no one to get contacted. Actually, the only complaint that CyberTrain University gets is that people think we're too nice and we're too on top of our game, which I don't know. I think that's a bad thing, but you know what? I look at your money as like it's mine, and like you're part of my family. And the last thing I hate seeing is people losing money. I've done presentations. I have trained hundreds of thousands of people over the years, and the worst people I ever trained are the ones that I went to presentations on site, maybe one of these money shows or these expos, and I see all these people in the audience with these faces trying to write down and trying to figure out on their own. And I know it's a 90% failure rate. So let's please fix that today and end it. So let's get started. Why are you here? Why do you trade? One reason and one reason only: to make money. Now, please keep that in mind. What does that actually mean? What it means is that I don't care what I trade. I don't want to know what I trade. I'm not going to be political with a stock. I'm not going to be racist against a stock. I'm not going to be biased against a stock. At the end of the day, I got two kids in college. I got to pay for their school. I got to pay for my house. My wife likes nice things. I like nice things. You think she cares about what's going on Facebook today? You think she cares about, oh, did you trade Ford? You know, or Google. You know, I was on Google today. Did you trade Google? They don't care. What she cares is, did you make money today? And the problem with today is a lot of people trade things they should not be in because they move too fast, and they're too high risk. The big thing that we teach you is how to risk the least amount of money with the high amount of reward, and that's what you're going to see. Now, let's talk about one stock that we traded today. Okay. Did anybody see the stock PROG? Let me just ask a quick question here. Anybody see the stock PROG? No. That's, come on. Oh, Robert, we got one person said yes. Norbert, anyone else? That's it? Heidi, you saw it today. Okay. Mike, you didn't see it. Bill, you didn't see it. A couple of people. Okay. So let's talk about the stock PROG. All right, let me get my little pointer so you guys can follow along. There we go. All right. So look at this stock that started at 9 o'clock this morning. 9:30, it ran from $1.40 up to about $1.70. You buy 1,000 shares of that stock in 15. Now think about this in 30 minutes. 70 minus 40 is 30 cents. 1,000 shares, $300. There's your $60,000 salary. Not bad for a day's pay, right? In 30 minutes. Then you could see in the middle of the day made another nice push. And then going into the close, if you're one of these people that are West Coast, could have jumped in $1.90 going into the close, ran away at 230. What is that? Another 40 cents. So there's opportunities to make money all day. Now, why is PROG going up? Who cares? All I care about is it continue to go up, and I'm going to get out exactly where the big money is getting out. Like another stock that we traded, OCGN. Okay, did anybody see this stock that we traded? OCGN. OCGN had a really, really nice move. Stock's been on a really nice little move lately. It went from $8 this morning at 9:30, and it shot all the way to 9:20. In a matter of what? An hour? That's almost $1. $1 on 1,000 shares is $1,000. Do that every single day. There's $250,000 salary. $1? Are you kidding me? $1? We see stocks move $5, $10, $20. $1? That's it. A lousy, stinking dollar. Yes, See, you don't have to make a lot of money to make a very good trading career in trading, okay? You just got to know where to look, surround yourself with good traders, and just follow the money. But to do that, trading, let's get back to what the topic was today. Trading is not a full-time job, okay? The biggest mistake that people make, before I even teach you the style and art of CyberTrainversity and how market makers trade here, like on Wall Street, is you got to remember that there are certain times to trade and the worst times to trade. The first hour of the open, the last hour of the close are pretty much the best times to trade, okay? You could trade in the middle of the day. You could do some trading in the pre-market, but the green is the most popular, the red are the least most popular. Actually, I even came out with a cyber clock that actually, tells you the best times to trade. But this is not a full-time job. I know a lot of people want to make a full-time job, but honestly, think about it. Do you really want to be here all day? Do you really want to sit here and just ring up ticket charges? And, listen, right now, some of you are a little bit older, maybe older like me, maybe even older. You don't want to sit here for 8 hours. You want to maybe, I don't know, do some gardening. Get ready for the fall season. Maybe get ready to do something outside in the backyard. Go take your spouse out to a nice lunch. You don't need to be here all day. But that's what people make that mistake. You don't have to be here all day to make a very successful career. Excuse me, people. Now, exactly why are you buying and selling a stock? All right. Or there you go, Franco, you want to play golf. Okay. Is it the news? It's the indicators? Moving with the stock? Is with the sectors? No, it's all about following the money. Now, this is where I need your 110% attention, everybody. So stop looking at TV, stop looking at your other monitors, stop looking at some of the stocks I called out. Let's focus on here, because if I cannot convince you here, then you're not going to want to continue with CyberTrainversity. And not only that, what you're about to see right here is Wall Street's biggest secrets. I don't know if you know this, but I'm an author of a book called How to Beat Market Makers at Their Own Game. You can buy it on Amazon. It's published by Wiley, and I go into great detail about it. But I'm not here to sell you my book. What I'm here to do is get you in my trading room so we could stop not making money, but stop losing it. That's everybody's issue. So let's look at this right here. My question, I'm going to do a quick poll question here. And my poll is this: does anyone here have level 3 access? You probably heard of level 2, but do you have level 3? Let me just do a quick poll. All right, just waiting for everybody to fill out this poll. I'm going to share it. By the way, if you're not sure, just click on I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you're not going to be honest with yourself, you'll never succeed in trading, okay? And nobody's going to rat you out. No one's going to make fun of you, but we're here to understand what it is. All right, so let me end the poll. Let me share the results so you can see it. But we have a lot of people here. Some of you are not sure, so I give that, 70, 80, so 80% of you. And you know what? That's about right. 80% of the people fail in trading, and hopefully we could fix that. So what you're looking at right here is what's called the NASDAQ Book Viewer. Now, listen. The software I'm showing you, this is not the Fausto Pugliese software, the CyberTrainversity. This is the actual exchange. In other words, you ever see the people trading on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange? Well, this is what they trade off, okay? And believe it or not, you also have access to this too. Now, let me just get my crayons here, and let me do some writing. I had some fun drawing. So let me explain to you what we're looking at. It looks very confusing, a lot of numbers everywhere. It's like, okay, I've seen this before. Okay, it looks no different than everything else. No, you're wrong, because this is going to show you over 20 to 50 times more data than what you're looking at right now. So let's just do really briefly. Here are your buyers. Here are your sellers, okay? You have 3 columns, 1, 2, and 3. The first column is telling you how many orders are out there. The second column tells you how many shares make up that order. And the third column is telling you what price they're looking to buy it. Whoever wants to buy for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money is down at the bottom. Whoever wants to sell their shares for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell for more money is down at the bottom, like this big guy for 100,000 shares. All right. Now, let me erase this. Let me move on. So the big thing that you have to understand is that here at CyberTrainversity, the way I was taught from my mentors, and let me tell you, I live in a town with some of the biggest traders in the world, there's no such thing of support resistance levels. Now, some of you are like, whoa, 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 what the hell is Fausto talking about? You have to understand something. You cannot have a support level unless there are buyers out there. You can't have a resistance level unless there are sellers out there. Now, most people are being taught to focus on what's going on in the past. Think about it. You're all out there focusing and looking at, where's the support? Where's the resistance? How about this? Where are the buyers and where are the sellers? You see, you can't have a support and resistance levels unless those buyers and sellers are out there. Let me show you what I mean. Here we're looking at a stock, LCID, and you can see here it started at 23.70, and it came all the way down at 9.30 and came all the way to $22.70, and it basically hovered there, for about 1-2 hours before it decided to go back up. You could see it hit it, came back down, 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 hit it, for 2 hours. Now, why would it not go past 22.70? Why didn't it go back to 22? Why didn't it stop at 23.20? Why 22.70? Well, obviously you would say, that's a support. But what does that mean? A support doesn't mean anything unless you have a buyer. And if you look at the buy side over here, you'll notice that there is a 66,000 share buyer. There's 140 shares that make up that 66,000 at 22.70. You have to understand something. There are buyers at 5,000, 2,000. You're talking 66,000. You're talking 140 people around the world. What makes you think you're smarter and better than him? Listen, you can't beat those guys. Why don't you just join them? I mean, because it explains it right there. And by the way, I'm going to show every single one of you in my trading room. You're going to see this live. I'm going to show it to you. You're like, oh, wow, this kind of makes sense. Listen, I'm not done yet. But I'm just going to tell you, every one of you are going to see this live in today's in the markets. Now, let me clear this out. Let me go show you another one. Look at this one. There's a stock, RRD. At 8:30 this morning, the stock goes up from 580, stops specifically at 7. How would we have known and had a game plan to get out at 7? Well, what makes resistance levels, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the next resistance. I'll tell you how you find the next resistance. You find where the next sellers are, the big sellers, a lot of sellers, the block sellers, or what we call here at CyberTrainversity, the Iceberg Orders. And when you look right here on the right, on the sell side, you notice you got 400 shares, 2,000, 100, 1,500. Holy crap, 75,000 shares are looking to be sold at $7? Think about it. Where would you want to get out? Why would you? I want to sell at 710. Oh, yeah, let me know how that works out for you. Because there's 75,000 shares ahead of you. You see, you have to know where the orders are. Frank has a good question. How fast does this move? Too fast. Frank, that's a great question. And you know what? You're going to need to see it with your own eyes. When you come in my trading room, you're going to see it live. And it's not as fast as you think. Now, listen, granted, there are fast-moving stocks, but not all of them moving fast. Some of them actually move too slow. Okay? So we teach our traders how to work their way up, and you start with a slow stock, and then you can work with a fast stock. But listen, it took about $1 to move about 2 hours. I mean, that's not a big move right there, but you could have had a game plan. Now, and by the way, I have instructors in there that are answering questions because there's a bunch of them coming in, and I can't answer all of them because we're really short for time. I don't want to lose everyone. Okay, now let's do a little pop quiz here. Okay, let's have a little fun. Is this stock going up or down? Let me do a quick poll. Let me see you guys answer this question. Now listen, read the question carefully. What is the direction of the stock? Is it up or is it down? Very simple. It's not that complicated. By the way, if you cannot answer this question, please don't take this the wrong way. You should not be trading. You seriously should not be trading. One person's telling, oh, but there's not enough indicator. What's the MACD? Who cares? I'm not asking you what the hell the indicator or mathematician came up. Just tell me, is this stock going up or going down? What's the trend? All right, let me end the poll. Let me see what we got going on here. All right, so we basically have 5% of you think it's going to go, 9% think it's going to go up, 93% are going down. Now, for the people that said it's going up, could you please explain to me what made you think it was going up? There's only 5 of you that said it was going to go up. Basically, everyone else that's going to go down. What made you think it was going up? You don't have to be in detail. Don't be embarrassed. Let me tell you something. If you really think the stock was going up, you should quit trading. I don't understand what made you think it was going up. I don't know, maybe just being, sarcastic or maybe opposite. But if you're really serious and think it's going up, you better quit trading. This stock is not going up. The trend is going down. Just being honest with you. All right. Now, here's the $64,000 question. What do we need for the stock to go up? What do we need? What's going to make this stock stop going down? Rudy says demand. Okay. Rob says buyers. Nancy says buyers. Wow, look at that. Everybody came out with the same answer. That is incredible. Congratulations. You are 1,000% right. You just passed the kindergarten of trading. Now, here's where everybody makes their mistake. Do you see any buyers on a chart? Do you see any buyers out there? No, right, Bill? Right? So what makes you think that you know where the stock is going? Wouldn't it be nice to know when it's going to start going up? So what do we need, fellow traders? What technology, what data do we need for the stock to tell us that the stock, where the buyers are at? What do we need? Exactly. We need level 3. So here we're looking at the NASDAQ book viewer. We're looking at the NASDAQ exchange, okay? And we're looking at his book viewer. We're going to look at the buyers. And if you notice, when we work our way down here, wow, 177,000 shares are looking to be bought at $7.10. Now think about it. The stock right here, 736. Listen, like it or not, that's where the next significant buyer is. Okay, there are buyers everywhere, but that is where there's 131 orders out there. So whose side would you want to be on? Do you think that's a fake order? Do you think that is, do you really think that's a support? Because I could tell you this, it is. And how do I know it? Because I see it every day. And I'm going to show it to you live in the market. Now, what happened to the stock? The chart that you're looking at, it just came straight down, hit 710, boom, shot up to 770. In a matter of what, an hour? What is that, about 60 cents in an hour on 1,000 shares, $600? What is that, $100,000 salary? Who doesn't want that job? Tell you one thing, I don't care what bonuses they're giving out for truck drivers. Oh, they're giving you a $10,000 bonus with a 2-year, guarantee you're not going to quit. I'd rather do this all day. Okay, I'd rather do this. I don't know. You tell me, is there something better out there? That's why people love trading. The problem is you got to know how to play the game, and that's what we're looking to teach you here at CyberTrainversity. John, that's a great question regarding what alerts are these stocks. The thing is this. when you come in our trading room, I don't know if you've been following us on YouTube or Twitter or you know, we do a live broadcast every morning, you know, on YouTube and Facebook Live. And but you're going to see something better than that. I'm going to invite you in the trading room, and we're going to show you how we find these stocks. I mean, yes, you're right. I mean, I'll even show you right here. I'll bring up a little execution system. You could see right here. There is, you know, there's over 25,000 stocks. But here's a stock that moved pretty nicely. I don't know if you guys saw this one, NRXP. This stock was up 49% today. Look at this thing. It started this morning and it went from $6.75 all the way up to $11 a share. That's a lot of money. It's almost $5. Did you need $5? No, you could have just traded here in the close and you could have made a buck, you know? How do we find it? Right through the big percentage gainers. It's the third biggest percentage gainer of the market. So, you know, these are the things that, you know, you have to look at. Finding them is easy. The hard part is having a game plan and getting out, and then if it goes against you, how to admit when you're wrong. That's the big challenge. Well, the dark pool is a little bit different, Frank. So I used to run dark pools. I know there are people out there that teach dark pools. I'm going to teach you dark pools. I actually, you know, that's what I used to do. So if you, I don't know who you learned from or heard it from, but there are a lot of students out there that schools out there that are my instructors, that were my students. So there's a lot of people there are a lot of schools out there that I've trained that start at CyberTrainversity, which is great. And hopefully you could do the same, you know, but the dark pools are not as, it's got a nice word to it. I rather follow, you know, I've been learning and seeing more of the high frequency trades. The algorithms out there, those have really been the ones that you really want to focus on. Monty says, I never could understand the concept of prior resistance becomes future support. Well, Monty, think about this. We didn't even start yet, okay? Now, let's look at this right here. BBIG. Does it matter what it does? Nothing. But the question I have for you is this. Where do you see resistance levels on BBIG? Let's see if you guys could figure this one out. Could you guys tell me? Where do you see like if you were looking at the stock and you need to have a game plan, because that's really the big goal of being a good trader, you got to have a game plan. Where is the resistance levels that you would focus on selling it? Okay, Dila, I got yours. Bob, Rudy, Anta, I got yours. Frank, by the way, you're totally wrong. I'm not showing you the chart. I'm asking you, the chart is worthless. Remember, you're not following me along. I mean, you got great questions, Frank, but listen, forget about the chart. You want to look at the data. You got to look where the orders are. Where is the biggest orders? Okay, so without wasting any time, if you said $6.70, you're absolutely correct. So if I saw this stock and I want to have a game plan where to sell it, I would say, out of all the sellers out there, the biggest amount of shares that someone's looking to sell at a specific price is 670. Oh, okay. By the way, let's go look at a chart. Let's go look at a chart. What does this chart think? What do you think this chart's going to do? You know what? Let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Time out. What is this chart telling you? It's going up or going down? That's okay. The chart's going up, right? Everybody said it's going up. So I'm going to share that. Everybody said it's going up. But when we looked at the data, right, didn't look the same way, right? So watch what happens when we change the slide. Look what just happened. We hit 670 and we came right back down to 630. Ever happened to you? You ever sit there and like, why didn't I sell it? I had such a nice profit. oh, darn. Why did I listen to that jerk on TV? Or why was I on a chat room? Listen, the problem is you're not following the other sellers. If you knew the orders were out there, if you're following the high frequency trades, if you're following the orders out there, you might have gotten out, and maybe salvaged some of your profit, or if any profit. That happens every damn day. Well, you know what? That's okay. So hopefully we're going to fix that problem. Listen, I've been there. And imagine if I was able to show you this live in the market. Just think about this for a second. How many of you out there, just wish you got out when you should have got out? You're like, why didn't I sell it sooner? How did I not know it was going to hit resistance? Or how many of you out there sold a stock and the thing finally took off? I'm like, I've been holding this thing all the time, and finally the time I sell it, it runs up. It's almost feel like somebody's watching you, right? You ever feel like that? Like, damn, I feel like somebody's watching me. It's like every time I get out, it's like every time I'm in, I'm out. Happen to you all the time? Guess what? I got news for you. Nobody's watching you. You know what the problem is? You are not watching them. That is your issue. Did I get a light bulb yet? I hope I did. Now, what we call them here at CyberTrainversity, we call them iceberg orders, big block orders. You just got to follow the big orders. See, and the reason why we call them iceberg orders, I came up with that word after watching the movie Titanic. We all know about the story about the Titanic. Very sad story. Anyway, they were worried about the beauty of the ship. We were worried about watching on top, but they didn't realize it's what's on the bottom of the iceberg, not what's on top. That's just a fraction. The damage is on the bottom. And you don't want to be what happened on the Titanic and get sunk. So you got to look for those iceberg orders. That's how you become very strategic and very focused, laser focused on where to get in and where to get out. Actually, Dennis, it does work for futures on the level 4 version, which I don't teach. I specifically do stocks, but you can use it towards futures. There is a program out that does it, which is, by the way, it's this one right here. Okay, so here's a stock. You could see how it went from all the way from $7.14, and you could see it's more of a heat map. And you could see how these orders got executed. You see these time and sale balls. Boom, took this guy out for, I don't know, several thousand shares. Shot all the way up to this 146,000 share seller. And looks like it's having a pretty tough time breaking it. So I don't have time to show you level 4. You're going to have to wait for that when you come into the trading room. But there is something even better than what I showed you just now. I just basically showed you a black and white version. Wait till I show you a heat map of it. Then you're really going to learn, see how long the guy was out there. Is he canceling his order? I'm going to show you how we aggregate other companies. Like, it's just because you got to understand something. A stock just doesn't trade on the NASDAQ. It also trades on the New York. It trades on the EDGX. It trades on BATS. It trades on, Archipelago. I mean, there's so many of them. ANAS. These are ECNs that when you look at level 2 and you're wondering, who are these people? Okay. Well, there's a system out there that will aggregate all the big orders at one shot. This is the beauty about having the right technology. Now, the next question people always ask me is they say, oh, I heard about these. They're fake orders. Listen, there's nothing fake about these orders. All right. When I hear somebody saying that, I like, first of all, who taught you how to trade? Who told you that? This is what I'll do. I'll go out there. I'll find a 100,000 share order. We'll use your money, and I'll make a bet with you, my 1,000 to your $10. That if I'm right, you pay me 10. If I'm wrong, I owe you 1,000, and it's recorded. I guarantee it. Come in my trading room. I'll find it. We'll use your money. You tell me how that works out, and you tell me how fake that order is. And you know what? It's not the $10 that you have a chance of winning. It's now you're going to be stuck with 100,000 shares, and I want to see how you're going to get out of it. That's the funny part. So there's nothing fake about these orders. Now, can anybody cancel an order? Of course you could. Listen, you could cancel an order. I can cancel an order. So there is something called time and sales, another very important tool on your trading platform. Now, a lot of people don't like to use it because they say it moves too fast. They say that, I don't know how to read it. Colors, I get it, okay? The reason why it's moving too fast is that you don't have your default set properly, because no one ever taught you that. You're trading a stock that's moving way too fast, so it's very hard to kind of read where the market's going. So, but if you have the colors set properly, you could see if the people are buying it on the bid or they're selling it on the ask. So those colors, let me tell you, see a lot of reds, stock's going down. You see a lot of greens, stock's going up. Red light, green light, very easy to figure out. So let me go back to how we use the time in sales. Now, getting back to level 3, we have these orders. Could anyone execute those orders? I mean, we see stocks break support and resistance levels all the time. Well, when you look over here, you could see that the stock hit $1.95. It had a tough time breaking it. After about an hour and a half, it finally broke it. Look at the time in sales, 195, 195, 195, 195. Look at all these orders, 33,000, 3,000, green, 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 green. The guy was getting executed at 195. And that order got filled. And yeah, that's why the stock ran, 40 cents in about 30 minutes. Because those orders kept getting hit. You know what I mean? So these are the things that you have to look at when it comes to trading. You got to see the orders out there, and then you have to add and look at the time in sales and see if those orders are getting executed, which we're going to talk about. We're going to show you this live in the market because this is what drives these stocks up and down. Just like this one. This stock right here had it from 10:30 in the morning all the way to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It did not want to break $4 because there was a very big buyer on the bid. But look on the time in sales, red, 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 purple, which means someone sold it below the bid. Red, 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 red. Eventually, when that buyer sold all his bought all those shares, he said, okay, I'm done. I don't have any more shares to buy. And if there's no one out there behind him that's looking to buy the same amount, that stock is going down. You see, when you trade today, ladies and gentlemen, you have not only do you see support and resistance levels, but you got to see, are those orders getting executed on the bid? And who's buying it on the bid? Think about this for a second. How much smarter and better trading decisions would you make if you just saw the orders? If you just knew where the buyers and sellers were? Craig, regarding about options, about puts and calls and everything else, let me explain something to you. You want to be a good options trader? You better learn how to trade stocks first. It's the movement of the stock that makes an option move. And a stock is very easy to trade. It's black and white. An option can be very complicated. So before you start getting all sophisticated and try to beat the market because of the good leverage, but it's got good leverage. Why don't you try to win with the stock first, okay? And believe me, you don't have to spend a lot of money to trade because some people look, oh, I don't have enough money to do it. Listen, you don't need a lot of money to trade, okay? The stock is $3. I know people drop $3,200 just on one option. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. If you can make 50 cents a day every day, you made $100,000. That's all you have to do. Now, indicators. Everyone's talking about, but why am I not seeing any indicators? Let me just tell you something. What chart is easier to read? Chart number 1 or chart number 2? Could you guys tell me? What's easier to read? I mean, you're telling me that an RSI, a MACD, a moving average, a CGI, all these, you mean you're telling me that's not important? You know what this looks like to me? It looks like one big spaghetti. I see support levels are right here, okay? All I need to know is their buyer's still out there and if he's getting executed. I think I'm going to look at all this, whatever the hell this is. It's called technical analysis paralysis. And you know what? And the other problem with this is that they're laggers. Now, it works for swing trading. It might work for investing in options, but it sure damn the hell doesn't work for day trading. I'll tell you that. Because by the time these things kick in, they're already moving on. So listen, listen, how many indicators are out there, right, Craig? How many indicators are out there? Hundreds, right? Hundreds. I don't use any of them. You don't need to. I don't need to. I'm not an analyst. There's way too. I'm not an analyst. You know what? I'll just look at the orders like we're looking at the TradeStation platform. I'll just look at the matrix. I just want to know. I want to look at the future. I don't care about the past. I don't care about what some mathematician invented, because that's who basically invented indicators. Now let's look at this one. I mean, but look at the potential, how much money you can make. You don't have to kill it. You really don't. 1,000 shares. This stock went from 1140 up to 1380 in about 2 hours. You don't have to kill it. You don't got to make $2, $3. If you made 50 lousy stinking cents anywhere, here, anywhere, $500 is a $100,000 salary. You're telling me that I could stay home and just, if I can make 50 cents a day, then worrying about commuting or dealing with some boss or have to get myself vaccinated to get, to keep my job or anything like that. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you want to get vaccinated, I recommend it, yes. But like some of us, like, I'm going to lose my job because of it. So, all right, no problem. I'll have to deal with their patients. I got to deal with, I'll just trade. That's why everyone's starting to get into it. That's why everybody's getting into it. And let me tell you something. I don't know what you guys think, but it's only going to get worse. I've been doing this for 25 years. I've been through the internet bubble in 2000. I've been through the financial crisis. I've been through the Hurricane Sandy, 9/11. All right, the virus. Okay, there are opportunities at all times for you to make money. And you know what? There's going to be another one. There's going to be another one. What happens when gas goes to, let's say, $7 a gallon? You don't think there's opportunity to make money in trading? Yeah, you might be bitching at the gas pump. All right, you might be complaining that, that piece of steak you bought is now 3 times the price. But you know what? Why not trade it? Why not get involved and trade the market? Because there's no job out there that's going to pay you the money, but you got to learn how to do it the right way. And that's why you're here. So that's why CyberTrainversity has been endorsed and featured and sponsored by more brokerage firms and exchanges than anybody in the industry. Let me tell you something. People like Tastyworks, Tom Sosnor from Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, TradeStation, Ninja Trader, all these people, Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, they do background checks on CTU, okay? They would never put me in front of their audience if they thought what we were teaching was wrong, okay? They just wouldn't do that. And by the way, don't take this the wrong way. There's a lot of you here that are going to, you're going to realize like, wow, now I know the real truth about trading. And you'll see why we are so popular and been in business for 25 years. And not only that, why we have a 5-star rating on Google after 25 years, and why we don't have any complaints on a Better Business Bureau. That's what you have to look at. And let me tell you, I'm not looking to break that record, but there's a reason why we're good at what we do, because we're honest, we take care of our traders, we're on top of them, and most important, we like making money with them. But it's not for everybody. So this is my thing that you have to understand. I know some of you here trade options. I know you trade futures. I know you trade stocks. Let me explain something to you. If you're not making money within 60 to 90 days, I know you might like it, but I like planting. I like taking care of my chickens too. But you know what? It doesn't make me money. I'm doing it as a hobby. This is a job. This is a business. My point is this: you might like the business, but you might have to just try a different industry. Just go out there and come and see what day trading and swing trading is all about before you start saying, oh, but I like what I'm doing now. But are you making money doing it? Be honest. Are you really doing and meeting your goals? So this is what I want to do. I want to invite every single one of you to come to the original trading room that I started 25 years ago. You're seeing everyone have trading rooms. Where do you think they learn from? Some of them, like I said, some of them my students. And hopefully one day you'll be there. Listen, when you and I die, the market's not going out of business. It'll be there forever. But it's never too late to learn. It's never too late. Is a millionaire born every 10 minutes? Okay? I think it's every 10 minutes. I'm not sure about that. I think it was 10 minutes. But there are people blowing up their account every couple of minutes. Don't be that person. Let me invite you in the trading room. Let me introduce you to students just like you, and let you see if other people make money doing it. But the big thing you're going to learn here is we don't want to brag, and we don't want to judge us on our winners. We want you to judge us on our losers and see how we get out of them and how we control them, because that's everyone's biggest problem. Now, here's the agenda, what we do, everybody. We usually open up the room at 7:30 in the morning. We do a lot of pre-market trading. We do a live audio broadcast at 9 a.m. We're going to do audio commentary from 9:30 to 10:30, the first hour. Then we're going to take this ridiculous long break, okay? So if you got something to do, maybe you want to go see a matinee, maybe you want to go play around the golf or something like that, that's no problem. Maybe you made your money for the day, you come back. We'll start at 2:30 again, our afternoon meeting, where we're going to look for stocks again, like we did at 9, find what's moving. And then we're going to come back and do audio commentary the last hour in the market. So you could see, listen, pick any time slot you want. I'll tell you the truth, 80% of our traders are not in the room all day. You know, we have hundreds, if not thousands of traders. They're not there all day, and we don't want them there all day. That's why, remember what the topic is. 3 hours a week, that's all you really need. 30 minutes in the morning, maybe 30 minutes in the afternoon. Those are the busiest times of the market where you get the biggest run-ups. Now, this is what I'm asking for, okay? $9. Now, why $9? I mean, why does that sound so cheap? If you're looking at it, like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. I'm getting all this for $9, yes, and I'll tell you why. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you came from. And we want to make sure you say who you say you are. So this is basically an application fee. The $9 is an application fee to allow you to get in our room, so you could take us seriously, all right? And we could take you seriously. Now, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get 1 week access in our trading room. You're going to get 3 daily market meetings, a morning and afternoon stock watch list, your own personal education advisor, a weekly Q&A session. You're going to get 100 hours of recordings, a premium workshop, all for $9. Now you're looking at this, you're like, there's got to be a scam. I paid thousands for something like this. Listen, after a week, we're going to make a decision. And the decision is this. You and I are going to have we're going to talk on the phone. Yes, that's right. You and I are going to be on the phone talking. And we're going to do an interview. Because listen, I don't need the $9. I'm looking for people I can make thousands with. If you feel like you like what you see and you like our strategy, how we shadow market makers and how we find stocks, and you like the camaraderie and everything, and you like, not being a cash at the end of the night and not worrying about what's happening, then you and I are going to talk, and we're going to do a free coaching session. By the way, only the first 20 people, because there are hundreds of people here. I can't do all of them. And by the way, if you miss it, we'll give you an instructor. You'll be able to talk to somebody in the meantime. But we'll go out there and we're going to trade, and we're going to talk about your strategy, and we're going to see if you're a good fit. Now, when you fill out that questionnaire, when you fill out that registration page, please fill out that questionnaire in details, like 5 questions. It's going to tell us a little bit about you. That's going to help us strategically have a little bit of game plan about you. But the big thing is, when you get into this trading room, you are going to learn not how to make money, but you're going to see and watch people, how we get out of trades, making sure we're working together like a team, how we find certain stocks that are moving. That's about it. And that's really what you're basically looking to do. Now, do we have any questions? I can't do it. I'm on a roof all day putting a solar panel. But Frank, do you like doing that? Wouldn't you like just sitting there and basically doing it, from a luxury home and kind of get out of that business? All right. Well, listen, come out but you know what? You can still have access to the recordings, but go out there and see what it is. Listen, if you have, maybe during your lunch break, you want to jump into trading, you could do it too. All right. Now, if you miss it, by the way, you could book, if you're ready to start, you could actually start next week. Everybody here needs to book an appointment with their education advisor. They're going to do a detailed walkthrough with you, and they're going to explain to you what's going to go on in their trading room. We just don't want to throw you in there and be like, okay, now what I do? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Listen, we take it very seriously. We're going to do a nice walkthrough. We're going to be a thorn on your butt, okay? Because I don't want to be responsible, and we're not going to be responsible on what you're doing, but at least we're going to explain to you that what you're doing, if it's right or wrong, all right? And you're smarter than that, and you're going to catch on really quickly. If you think what I taught you now, imagine what you're going to learn in a week. All right, so let me just do a couple of people just registered. Let me just check over here and just do a couple of shout outs. Bill Morton just got your registration. Thank you welcome aboard. David Moroz, M-R-O-Z. I'm sorry if I mangled that. Just got your registration. Who else we got here? Robert Whitehurst just got your registration. Are we almost done? You got like 20 people, right? Can we make it work on Thinkorswim? Yes, Dennis. And actually, what's nice about Thinkorswim is they have level 4, and you probably don't know that. Okay, I was actually I will show you exactly how that works, and you're going to be really impressed. Okay, it wasn't a good platform. If you go, listen, I don't know if you know, Tom Sosnoff is a good friend of mine. Talk to him on a regular basis. He's the founder of Thinkorswim. He started Tastyworks. So, there's a lot of recordings of me on Thinkorswim of a lot of events that I've done on Thinkorswim. So yeah, I know that platform pretty well. We have a lot of students that use it, but you gotta, like I said, if you like what you see, you'd be amazed what you're gonna learn from that. All right, here my bell just keep ringing here. We got here. Terrell Rowe, I just got your registration. William Kassoff just got your registration. All right, I see people. Guys, listen, very important. When you fill out your registration, make sure you fill out that questionnaire, okay, to the best of your knowledge. So we know a little bit about you and everything's there, but you got to talk to your education advisor, let them take the time to walk you through everything, and so you can have the best experience. We're not going to start your trial until you're ready, okay? So you let them know when you want to start it, and that's when we'll start it. Okay, another thing, listen, we don't play that game. It's money back guaranteed, and we're not going to scam you and like other people and says, oh, we're going to charge you, $300 after, the thing's over. We don't do that, okay? Listen, we don't need your $150. I don't need your $9. I'm looking for people that want to make 6 figures with me, okay? That's where it comes down to it. So we don't need to sit there and try to, sucker you into something that you didn't think you knew you were going to buy. We don't play that game. I don't need to, okay? I don't need the scrutiny. I don't need that. I do very well with myself, but I'm always recruiting new traders because the thing is, a lot of my traders get so good that they eventually outgrow CTU, and then they start their own rooms. Listen, there are millions and millions of people out there to trade in the world. Millions, okay? So if I could teach them all and trade the same way, I could, but unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that think they're smarter than everybody else in the world. We all know that. So those are the people we want to compete against. What else we got? Helen, we just got your registration. Thank you very much. Any other questions? Can I use whatever platform you are comfortable with? Yes, absolutely. Any platform you want to use. We don't work for brokerage firms. We're brokerage firm neutral, okay? We have nothing to do with them. We have people all over the world. We're not looking to change brokerage firms. Let us just show you the data, how to trade on the floor of the exchange. If you look at it, the New York Stock Exchange, there's nobody there anymore because they don't have to. They don't have to be there anymore. So everybody out there, is remote. And guess what? You have the data to do that now. You have to understand, when I started, you had to pay almost $8 million to have a seat on the exchange. You know what it costs now? $0. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It costs $9. A couple other people out here just registered. Let me just go do a couple of shout outs. Dan Swell just got your registration. James Rakowski got your registration. Dennis Barden got your registration. Just showing you right there. Just looking at them, seeing everybody register right now. Let's go almost done without 20. Guys, $9. What do you have to lose? You want to find the real truth about trading? Are you sick and tired of like other people on YouTube? Hey, look at me trade. Look what I'm buying. Listen, we don't tell you what to buy and sell. First, it's illegal to do that. It's illegal. Okay, we're going to teach you how to figure out your own. Just go out there and do it. And by the way, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to leaving in about another minute or so. You're going to watch a live recording of me on the NASDAQ. Now think about it. What the hell does NASDAQ want Fausto Pugliese from CyberTrainversity to do a presentation on the NASDAQ exchange? You know how hard that is? The exchange, I'm teaching for them because they know, they said, my God, when they saw me do a presentation in Vegas, says, Fausto, we need you to come to the NASDAQ Center. We want you to come there every week and do a presentation and show everybody how to use our system, because it's one of the biggest failure rates of today's market. A few more people out here just registered. David Baca just got your registration. There's so many coming in here. What do we got here? Any other questions? Can level 3 be put into MT34? No, it's a standalone. You would want to get it right directly from the exchange. So what happens is that when you do your trial, Dennis, which by the way, did you register? I don't know if I saw you. Oh, is that you, Dennis Barton? Is that you? So you could get it as a standalone, and it strictly works on the NASDAQ. And I'll show you how to get that. We'll send you an email right from the exchange, and you can just do it. Or you can get an extra brokerage firm. I don't know if MT4 has it, but you could ask them. All right. Can I watch any of the recordings when I get home from work? Yes, you can, Frank. Absolutely. Everything we do is recorded. Everything. Trading room is like Sunday football. The classes, that's where you really spend most of your time, because you only have a very small window where you make your money. If you miss that opportunity, don't worry about it. Every day is a new day. All right. Okay, guys, listen, I got to go. Don't go anywhere. We're going to play a quick video as you guys are registering, all right, for the trial. But we're going to show you that video. Watch it. Enjoy it. All right. And I look forward to seeing every one of you in the live trading room. All right. So I'm going to pass it over to Rich, one of the instructors in the cyber group room. And then, like I said, we'll see you all in the trading room. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be safe, and let's make some money together, okay?